We're gonna go outsourcing charity shops first. Come with me. We're at the Croft car boot sale. It's already 8 o'clock. I'm super late. I just couldn't find a cash machine that actually worked. But I'm super excited. I haven't been to a car boot sale in ages. Let's see what today brings. I'll bring you along. about an hour in and we've only seen a third of the car boot sale, so it's a really big one. We're about to go in further, see what else we can find, but not sure if I will be able to cover it all today. Welcome back. I know that was pretty chaotic. I did have a lot of sourcing to do. Did I need to go quite as hard as I did? Probably not. But we are going to go straight into it because I don't want this video to drag on. So first things first, I've got this. It's gorgeous. It's very autumnal and it's got a little indent here so it can be hung up. It's completely plastic, so it's a faux wood look. And I think it's a modern piece looking at the back of it, but for £2 I couldn't pass it up, especially considering it is now autumn almost. This I got from the car boot sale. I've got it for £3 and it's obviously 2 Acaroc serving plates and they are stamped accordingly at the bottom. And yeah, so they've got this nice little pink tint on it, and I think I will sell them as a set because a lot of the times people want serving dishes to be same or similar, and I think someone would be really happy to snap these up as a set. Some pottery pieces. I got these from the charity shop that were £1 each. So I've got a little mint sauce jug and then a mug, and I thought they were so incredibly cute. They are by a designer and I forgot her name, but yeah, so cute. There were other pieces, but these are the 2 that I picked. A couple of items from the car boot sale. So I got this dish. It looks like a Silvac piece. It isn't. And I thought the colors would be perfect to have on a console table somewhere for your trinkets and the like. And all it says is that it's made in England. So I need to do a bit of research, but that was £1. I did think it was a little bit steep, but I don't negotiate an awful lot on car boot sales because I think a lot of the times the prices are way cheaper than what I would pay in the charity shop anyway. And I know how much money I'm going to sell these things for. So I find it really awkward to then say, can I give you 50p for it if I think it's reasonable? There are occasions where I'm just like, okay, well, no, you're not a boutique shop. This is a car boot sale and I will try and negotiate on those occasions, but not often. So yeah, £1 and anything like shell shaped, I'm all over. Italian glass amber jug, and the good thing is that it's still got its rubber seal and the suction works properly. And how do I know it's Italian? Because there's Italian writing here. I need to do some research as to what that is. But that was £2 from the car boot sale. And I just love amber colored glass anyway. And I think someone would absolutely love to have this as a storage jar. I am listing it, but I will be sad to see this one go. Next up, we've got some candlestick holders. And funnily enough, the lad that was at the till checking these out, he was like, oh, so that's what they are. I'm like, did the wax on it not give it away? Like, you know, yes. So they are silver plated. These 2 were for £1.50 and these 2 were £1 each. And yeah, they do sell. I have sold them in the past, so I know they will sell. And with the upcoming season, they're going to fly out the door. But I have to say, I'm really excited about this find. And it's this set of 6 cork-backed, boxed Pimpernel placements. And this is, I think the pattern, they call it Rose Bouquet, but obviously it's got lots of different flowers on it. There's some peonies, there's some honeysuckle at the bottom. And I think it's so nice even that these will be wasted as placements. I'm thinking about doing something radical here. I'm thinking about framing these. I'm always on the lookout, obviously, for vintage cold frames. And how good would it be to just pop this in instead of whatever is in that frame, provided it's not original, beautiful art. I think it would be really nice to just have this in place, and it would be sturdy. It shouldn't discolor. And I think it would be really, really nice. Let me know. Is that a crazy idea? Please let me know in the comments. This item is for me, and it's the #1 Observer's book in the list, and this is the birds one. Got it for £1.50. I obviously won't keep the dust cover on because it's all about the colors on these, and I've just recently started collecting these, but so far I've only managed to find this one and then another one that was for 50p, and that's the butterflies one. So I've got number 1 and 3 at the moment. So if anyone is selling some of these Observer's books or you come across them, please send me a DM on either of my socials, and I'm sure we'll be able to come to an agreement, because I just want an instant collection at this point. I'm finding it so hard to collect these. I've got 2 vases here, and they're obviously in the shape of a fish, and I think they're so cute. This one is slightly smaller than this one, but look at the detail on that. I think they are stunning, and they're marked at the bottom with Foster's Studio, Cornwall, England pottery. I know that one of these has previously sold. I don't know if it's a smaller one or the bigger one, but for £20, and I got both of these for £5, so I think that's a pretty good deal, and they all seem to be in very good shape. Next thing I got from the car boot is these napkin ring holders. I mean, how mystical do they look? They were, I think, £1.50, and they've got this beautiful green enamel on the back. But yeah, so we've got ladybirds and these frogs. How freaking cute are they? I'm so happy with them. From that lady is this toast rack, this Amlico toast rack. I do have the cups and saucers and a creamer. Now, they haven't sold, and I think I need to take better photographs for them, but I may sell them as a little set. So with 2 cups and saucers, the creamer, 2 cups and saucers, the creamer jug, and then the toast rack. I think it might sell better as a little set. And that was £1. Now, next up, we've got this egg. It's a little, obviously, trinkets box, and this is a Mason's one. And it looks in fairly good nick, but the bottom is crazed. It's got quite a lot of age wear and tear on, and there's a tiny little chip here that was concealed by the label. I've been hard done by this particular shop before, where they've just put labels over the chips and stuff, and I don't know if they do it intentionally or what, but it's really annoying, because I don't want to be rude and like opening up everything to make sure that it's in to make sure everything is intact. I just normally tend to ask, and they go, yeah, it's fine. And I was just like, okay. But anyway, that was £3. I did pay up a little bit for that one. I must have been on a roll and got caught up, because looking back at it, I probably shouldn't have bought that. The next item, I did have to consult my Instagram friends, because I wasn't sure if these were worth the money. So I've got a pair of Staffordshire antique dogs. Now, I don't know how old they are, because I've only seen the ones with the gold chain. I think last time one of these sold on Etsy was like €120. I need to do a bit more research on them, but I couldn't leave them behind, because as hideous as they look, I think they look cute as well. One of them does have a major repair at the back, at the bottom, and I don't particularly mind, because obviously it's the face that everyone cares about. They were £5 each. I think I may list the pair between, I don't know, 75 to 100. I haven't quite decided yet, but I'll do a bit more research. I find it really difficult to date them. But yeah, for £5 each, I knew I was going to be in profit for these. And they are crazed, of course, because they are very old. But I really like them. Next item that I paid up for is this Country Cottage pattern bowls. I've got 6 bowls, and then a larger serving bowl. And yeah, again, I did pay up for this. This was £5 for the set, but I did think it was incredibly cute. I think it's a really nice, desirable pattern, and hopefully someone will agree. I've got this store that I go to every single time I'm at the boot sale, and she sells a lot of bric-a-brac. Her dad goes to like these massive auctions, and then she makes a little bit of money and then keeps whatever she wants to keep. Now, I got this glass little dish from her. I just love the blue tint that it has on. I don't think it's particularly late. I would probably date this as like the 90s, to be honest, if I was listing this on Etsy, and it's glass, not crystal. I just think it looks super cute, and that was £1. I've got these American Independence Hall plates, and at the back they say basically Liberty Blue. Yeah, Liberty Blue, original copper engravings of historic colonial scenes, detergent and dishwasher safe. Obviously never put these in a dishwasher. I tell all my customers to hand wash items. Sticking with plates, I've got this again, another country scene, and this is an Alfred Meekin plate. And yeah, as you can see, this was £1. No chips or cracks, and it's got the hanging mechanism already on here. But I've got a lot of these actually that I've taken off over the course, because obviously I take them off for cleaning and then I never put them back on. But I may see if people want to have the hanging mechanism on it. I just think there are nicer ways now of hanging plates, you know, in the form of like a disc sticker that you can get on here, and then these bits are not visible, so I tend to chuck these out. But anyway, yeah, £1, and again, very cute farming scene. You can see tiny little sheep on there. Ton of entertainment is upon us, and a lot of people will buy glassware, and particularly fancier looking glassware. Now this, I don't know, I couldn't find any markings on, but from the way that glass looks and the imperfections in the glass, I do think they're a slightly older pair. I just don't know where they're from. And I've got them in a set of 4. They were £1. I've got this French set, and it's so cute. It's all got these different patterned fruits on it. So lemons, peaches, oranges, cherries. Anyway, and then you've got the big bowl that has one of each fruit on here. And I think they're so freaking cute. But normally on items this old, the gold gilt would have worn off, but these are all intact, which leads me to believe someone probably got this as a gift decades ago and then was like, oh, I don't really like that, never used them, because there's hardly any wear on them. They were £3. And the lady at the shop did ask me, you know, if I'm a collector, because I had like a random selection of items, and I told her, no, I'm a reseller. Ain't no shame in my game, I'm a reseller. She didn't seem to mind. Then I've got these 4 mugs. They're all of different sort of farming scene. One of them is slightly different. It looks like it's got some houses on. Yeah, this one. It's got a tiny little street on, and I think that's so cute. They were, I think, £1 each. Yeah, so I got £4. I paid £4 for them. They seem well used. Might chuck these in the dishwasher and see how they do. But that brings me to the end of my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Another video down. I'm gonna start uploading a bit more shorts in terms of what I get up to day-to-day basis. We might do a packing video next, because I know a lot of you guys want to start, but you're terrified that you may actually break the packages in transit. But I'm here to tell you that items are far more sturdier than what you think they are, and it's really not that difficult to pack items safely. So if you do want me to show you how I do it, then please leave me a comment. Right, that's my second video down. I'll see you next week.